Greetings to you, one who serves here. Shoshanna is here. And we are ready to continue with this program that we have been working with you for quite some time now. Bringing you to the point where you can fully, as Sananda has said, as many sources have been saying, that you are remembering who you are. You are in that great awakening. A major part of that great awakening for you are the boots on the ground. You are the ones that are part of the Great Alliance here and, even yet, part of those white hats, and that part of the Alliance as well. Because there are parts of you, aspects of you, beyond the physical that have been working diligently to bring this entire ascension process forward. Working within your sleep state, working within those other states of your unconscious. Knowing where you are not fully aware, but somewhat aware, as things are coming forward. As truth is coming forward. And you are right there on the verge of those truths coming forward and those great changes, as Sananda has just spoken of, that are right there within your grasp. Just simply allow for the process to continue. Allow for the ascension process to continue, and for you to move to your next part of your mission as you are called to do so. We are ready for your questions if you have them. You can unmute your phones now and speak your question. If you have questions. Guest speaks, I have a question. One who serves speaks, yes? Guest speaks, I was noticing that all Congress is having a lot of the committees meeting now, oversight committees they are called. They are talking about UFOs, or they call them UAPs now, I guess, aerial phenomena. So they are bringing out all this information. And many people are talking about their experiences and their sightings. And what they are wanting to do is to get permission basically to divulge all this to the public. Do you have any comments about that? Do you think that's going to happen? It seems like the dark side doesn't really want us to know this stuff because it's against their agenda. So what is your comment? One who serves speaks, the dark side, as you are saying, those forces of darkness have been attempting to hold this back for a very long time. For they knew this information would come out to more and more as part of the Great Awakening, but it would be the end for them. Because they cannot withstand the truth coming forward. They cannot withstand themselves coming out of the shadows into the light. So it is happening. And is going to continue to happen. And it is part of the great changes that are in development now that are coming forward, the great changes that are indeed bringing the truth forward from many different sources. And going in many different directions here. You will find, as the weeks and months move on here, that there is a great deal of change developing here. Shoshanna, do you have anything to add here? Shoshanna speaks. We can share on this. Do you wish for us to share, dear sister? Guest speaks, yes, please. Shoshanna speaks, dear sister, this is complex because this is a show. This is a distraction. This is not what you think it is. There are no real truth seekers amongst your government officials. They are following what they are told to do, and this is a distraction. However, because this information is coming out, it will have an opposite effect of what they wish to do. They wish to carry out an agenda to distract you from all the things that are occurring that are much more important to pay attention to. Yet, because this information is flowing out, some will hear. Some will awaken from this. Some will wish to pursue this further. Just as the internet was the beginning of the internet, and it was invented to control the populace, it had the opposite effect. So what we will say is that be very careful, dear one, because what is happening is an agenda, is a show, and once again, we reiterate that there are no truth seekers truly in your government. They are following a program that they have been told to follow. And once again, it will have an awakening effect. Namaste. One who serves speaks. And also we add here that with the agenda that Shoshanna is speaking of those forces of consciousness, there is also the corresponding. or the alternate agenda by those of your White Hats Alliance that are utilizing the information coming forward, and will utilize it more and more as it does come forward. As Shoshanna has rightly given here, that more and more people will awaken as a result of this information coming forward, whether it is a negative agenda or a positive agenda, you see? Guest speaks, thank you. One who serves speaks, we are ready for the next question, if there is one. Guest speaks, I have a question. One who serves speaks, yes? Guest speaks, it is related to that, and I heard that the Dark Hats were planning to go ahead with what has been called Project Blue Beam, making something to show a fake alien invasion. Is that still on the books as you see it? One who serves speaks. When you say on the books, it is an agenda for those of the forces of darkness. That has been on their agenda for quite some time. It is a fail-safe, though, we will say. It is one thing that they are holding back, and holding back, until the very last card that they can play. And if they play it, you may have already heard that those of the White Hat Alliance and those of the galactic part of that White Hat Alliance are very much aware of this and ready to intercede in whatever way they need to not allow the public to be swayed here in that agenda of the dark side here. Shoshanna, do you have anything to add? Shoshanna speaks, we can share. May we share, dear sister? Guest speaks, yes, please. Shoshanna speaks, as one who serves has given, this has been an agenda item for decades. However, we will tell you, quite blank, it will fail. That is what we will tell you. We have opened the package, so to speak, so you will not be surprised. However, we must say this, it will fail. Namaste. One who serves speaks, yes. As we say here, those of the Galactics are very much aware of this and will intercede if this were to be brought out. And the interceding would not at all be what the dark forces would want. That is why it is the final card that they can play. We are ready if there is another question here? Guest speaks, I have another question if there is no one else. This is related to me, but I think possibly others. This is something that happened the other week when I had two instances when two people were just staring at me. Maybe it had something to do with their seeing more light, and maybe it has to do with seeing that, although I don't think either time I was feeling that particularly, but maybe the opposite. But I was just wondering if there was something out there with being that. One who serves speaks, what were you feeling? What were you feeling when you were saying they were staring at you? Guest speaks, well, the first time I was actually in the hospital, so I wasn't in an optimistic point of view. I didn't have that perspective. And the second time it may have been less stressful, but I was talking to somebody about something related to that as special. One who serves speaks, we will say here that there can be two parts to this. There is the part where those are somewhat able, as you said, to see your light, and to feel that connection with you in that respect. But they do not understand it. And there are others who can see that, and do understand it, and know what is there, because they can see beyond the veil. So we are not saying that those particular ones were able to do that. But there will be, in the times coming, more and more that will have that ability to see beyond the veil, to see auras more and more. For each one has an aura. And others can pick this up. They can become aware of that aura. And there are those, though, that can become aware of that area and do not really know what they are seeing. Okay? Shoshanna, do you have something to add here? Shoshanna speaks, we will share a little on this. May we share, dear sister? Guest speaks, yes, please. Shoshanna speaks, dear sister, when a being stares, it is out of curiosity. That is the motive. They are curious. They are wondering about something, and they do not even perhaps are conscious that they are staring. So you perhaps presented a situation where the individual that was staring, or the individuals that were staring, were curious, you see. And curious can go beyond the physical to the divine, and curious meaning that they have caught your light. They are seeing your light. So we will say that the only one that truly will know why this had occurred is you, and we cannot go further than this. Namaste. One who serves speaks, very good. Guest speaks, thank you. One who serves speaks, very good. Would there be any further questions here before we release channel? Nothing further? Then Shoshanna, do you have anything to impart on closing? Shoshanna speaks, we will just say that please feel free to ask your questions. Please feel free to step forward. No question is truly off the table here, and it will assist more people than you may understand. Because if it is your question, it is the question of many. Namaste. One who serves speaks, very good. And we just simply say as your saying goes, keep on keeping on. Do not lose faith. Do not become disheartened about things that you hear on the news, and your internet, and all of these things, because it is all part of the greater universal plan here. Trust the plan, as you've heard many times. Shanti. Peace be with you. Be the one. One who serves in Shoshanna. Boots on the Ground, channeled by James and Joanna McConnell, at meetup.com, Ancient Awakenings, and ancientawakenings.org. Thank you for watching Universal Lighthouse Galactic Messages and Spiritual Teachings. Please use your own personal discernment on all content posted. If you enjoyed the different authors that are shared, please subscribe to their content as well. You can visit our blog page at universallighthouse.com and subscribe to receive daily posts via your email. And while you are there, tune in to Universal Lighthouse Radio, broadcasting 24/7 for your vibrational needs. Again, that's universallighthouse.com.